Hi, boys and girls. Well, today's story is called Bet Loves the Night. I see one of our at-word family words. Bet loves one of our sight words, night. Bet loves the night. And it's written by Nicola Davies, and it's illustrated by Sarah Fox Davies. I wonder if they're related. I wonder if the author knows the illustrator. We're going to go ahead and read our story about Bet Loves the Night. Some people are scared of bats, but I don't think we are. Here, I see some sketches. Often, an illustrator will sketch out the pictures before they fill them in. And I see that these sketches are of different kinds of bats. Oh, here's our title page. Bet Loves the Night. Bet is waking, upside down as usual, hanging by her toenails. Her beady eyes open, her pixie ears twitch. She shakes her thistledown fur. She unfurls her wings, made of skin so fine the finger bones inside show through. Whoa, so you can see right there that her wings, if you spread out your fingers, it almost looks like a bat wing. Now she unhooks her toes and drops into black space. With a sound like a tiny umbrella opening, she flaps her wings. Bat is flying. So now we know bats can fly. They have wings, but their wings have almost finger-like bones going through them. And they're made of skin, not feathers. We know that birds' wings has feathers on them, but bat wings do not. Out! O-U-T. Out! Out under the broken tile, into the nighttime garden. Oh, and we see her coming out into the nighttime garden. And we know it's nighttime because we see the dark blue of the night sky and the moon shining through. Over bushes, under trees, between fence posts and through the tangled hedge she swoops untouched. Bat is at home in the darkness, as a fish is in water. She doesn't need to see, she can hear where she is going. Bats can see, but in the dark, good ears are more useful than eyes. We're going to learn about that later. How can you use your ears to know where you're going? Bat shouts as she flies, louder than a hammer blow, higher than a squeak. She beams her voice around her like a flashlight, and the echoes come singing back. They carry a sound picture of all her voice has touched. Listening hard, Bat can hear every detail, the smallest twigs, the shape of leaves. Using sound to find your way like this is called echolocation. The noise bats make when they shout is too high for human ears to hear. Gliding and fluttering back and forth, she shouts her torch of sound among the trees, listening for her supper. All is still. Hope she finds something soon as she's flying through. And there's a picture of her using her echolocation to try and find her dinner. Then a fat moth takes flight below her. Bat plunges fast as blinking and grabs it in her open mouth. But the moth's pearly scales are moon dust slippery. It slithers from between her teeth. Bat dives, nets it with a wingtip, and scoops it to her mouth. Oh, so they can use their wings like a scoop. This time she bites hard. Its wings fall away like the wrapper from a candy. In a moment, the moth is eaten. Bet sneezes. The dusty scales got up her nose. A bat can eat dozens of big moths in a single night, or thousands of tiny flies, gnats, and mosquitoes. Most species of bat eat insects, but there are some that eat fruit, fish, frogs, and even blood. Wow. So without bats, we would have way too many mosquitoes. So thank you, bats, for eating some of those mosquitoes for us, and also for keeping the population of the moths from getting too big. Hunting time has run out. The dark will soon be gone. In the east, the sky is getting light. It's past Bat's bedtime. Bedtime? But the sun is coming up. I wonder what that means. The place where bats sleep in the day is called a roost. It can be in a building, a cave, or a tree, so long as it is dry and safe. She flies to the roof in the last shadows and swoops in under the broken tile. Inside, there are squeakings. 50 hungry batlings hang in a huddle, hooked to a rafter by oversized feet. Bat lands and pushes in among them, toes first, upside down again. Baby bats can't fly. Sometimes mother bats carry their babies when they go out, but mostly the babies stay behind in the roost and crowd together to keep warm. Bat knows her baby's voice and calls to it. The velvet scrap batling climbs aboard and clings to Bat's fur by its coat hanger feet. Wrapped in her leather wings, the baby suckles Bat's milk. Baby bats drink mother's milk until they learn to fly in a few weeks. Then they can leave the roost at night to find their own food. Outside, the birds are singing. The flowers turn their faces to the sun. But inside the roof, the darkness stays. Bat dozes with her batling waiting. Bats are nocturnal. That means they rest by day and come out at night to search for food. When the tide of night rises again, Bat will wake and plunge into the darkness shouting. Bat loves the night. And then here's another sketch that's hard to see, but it's got a whole bunch of bats coming out at night. So we learned some pretty interesting information from this story. We learned that bats are nocturnal. That means they like to come out at night. We learned that they can eat a lot of moths, mosquitoes, gnats, and flies. We learned that baby bats are called batlings. And we learned that they drink milk. We learned that bats have fur on them. So if they have fur and their babies drink milk, then bats must be, you're right, a mammal. They are the only flying mammal that we know of who truly flies. There are some that glide, but not actually fly, like bat can. We learned that bats have skin on their wings between their finger-like bones. We learned that they like to roost in dry, safe places. There was a lot of information in this book. You'll need that for your assignment. So scroll on down and see what you need to do for today.